Fireside Chat brought to you by EduBridge, which is India's leading workforce development platform. I hope you all are doing well. I'm Yasmin Khan from EduBridge, and today I have with me a very special guest who largely contributed to the development of digital knowledge ecosystem by his entrepreneurship skills. So please do welcome Mr. Tarun Arora, who is founder and CEO of Knimbus. Welcome, Mr. Arora. Today, let's perceive career strategies from very talented and dynamic personality, Mr. Tarun Arora.
Pleasure to be here and to meet with you.
So to start off with, sir, can you please tell us about your background and how you got started on the journey of Knimbus?
Just in terms of my background, I have a background in technology and in entrepreneurship. I actually studied computer science in the US and worked in Silicon Valley for over 10 years. Just in terms of how Knimbus evolved, essentially, I was running a family business that distributes content into libraries across India, so primarily academic and R&D institutions. And as the content turned digital in nature, we saw the need of having a single platform that helps manage and provide access to knowledge-based resources. And that's how Knimbus has evolved over the last few years.
Great, good to know.
What we saw was, as content turned digital in nature from, print, and there were so many knowledge sources and so many publishers, it became a challenge for users to actually find information, right? So what is required is a platform that helps kind of Google-like, provide single sign-on, search across multiple content sources and integrates all of them to make it easy as far as the user journey is concerned, because these are primarily folks engaged in research or knowledge and learning, and for them to access the right information at the right time becomes very, very important. And that's the problem we are solving through Knimbus.
So how has Knimbus evolved since its inception, and what have been some of the biggest challenges you have faced along the way?
When we started off Knimbus, the idea was to create an ecosystem or a community of researchers. And being in India, the unfortunate part is the research industry isn't massive. There's not a lot of R&D that happens in India. Of course, that is changing over time. So we also had to evolve and adapt from a business perspective, and Knimbus became more of a digital library platform, right? So essentially, the idea was to provide both researchers as well as students who are looking for information, kind of an easy to use platform that has access to multiple sources. And a digital library can be useful in any vertical or in any institution, be it ranging from healthcare to engineering, social sciences, wherever there's any kind of knowledge related material that is required, a digital library can be very helpful. Of course, we have to continue to innovate and evolve. And now where we're seeing ourselves go is becoming kind of a knowledge hub and a knowledge ecosystem that brings together all the essentially people or the institutions, companies that are involved in the business of generating knowledge and consumption of knowledge all together on a single platform. And that's kind of been the journey of Knimbus and the evolution over the last few years.
I must say challenges are something which keeps us going.
One, like I mentioned initially, when we started off, the market itself was small, right? So that is one kind of challenge that you face, is the R&D market is small, right? And then as we became a digital library platform and went to more institutions, the challenge became about budgets, right? In India, budgets are low, especially in the higher education market. So that was a different kind of challenge in terms of were the budgets available to buy a platform and to basically integrate that within the budgets of the institution. Another challenge is users, right? And how much do users care about knowledge and accessing knowledge? So we have to work on training and ensuring the users understand the value of the platform as well. So in any kind of entrepreneurship or kind of a business, there are few challenges that one has to face, and you have to keep innovating and trying to cross that and grow from that.
So that's a good thing. So now I would like to know, sir, how do you stay updated with emerging technologies and industry trends, and what impact do you see this trends having on the future of industry?
For me, I love to read a lot, and so there you have to stay on top of all the ever changing changing trends that happen. Another way to keep up to date is to meet other people, other entrepreneurs. So that is an important way for me to keep updated in terms of trends. I have also taken a course for entrepreneurs and for business owners at Harvard Business School. That was a great way for me to go back to actually learning and go back to formal for formal education, and pick up again trends on what people are doing, what entrepreneurs are doing within their businesses from all perspectives. So I think it's really important to stay on top of whatever means necessary to understand what kinds of trends are emerging and how those will have impact on the business. Of course, the trends could be of multiple types, right? So it could be technology trends, as you're seeing now with so many changes as far as AI and other technologies are concerned, and those will have deep impact on the businesses, especially the one we are in. There could also be political trends in terms of again, as you see issues in terms of political and between countries relationships and so on, and one has to be cognizant of those trends as well for business opportunities or challenges that might emerge. So trends could have various impact on the businesses, and you have to stay very close to them to realize and to foresee how it could impact your own company.
Also, sir, what's your take on ChatGPT?
I think it's a very kind of exciting development. One has to be cognizant of the impact, again, like you mentioned, trend that it could happen within any industry. So especially if we look at our industry, we see it as quite an interesting opportunity, because ChatGPT or AI or any other AI tool is highly dependent on the underlying data and the underlying information. Any kind of intelligence that is derived has to come from the underlying data. And so if the data is not correct or not comprehensive, the tool is not very effective. And as you can see, even with chat GPT, there are cases when you have conversations and it can just come up with weird responses, and you have to be very careful about that. From our perspective, it's a very interesting opportunity for us, because what Nimbus is basically a storehouse of trusted information, right, and trusted knowledge. And so if that becomes a base to build intelligent AI applications on, the responses that come out will be far kind of cohesive and trusted than just having a plain vanilla interaction with an AI tool.
Also, sir, what advice do you have for young professionals who aspire to become entrepreneurs or industry professionals?
The entrepreneur needs to understand themselves first, and understand what goals are they trying to solve. They have to be really passionate about problem solving, and have an understanding of what is the scale of the business, or the goals that they're trying to achieve. It's very important for them to kind of understand and have a great insight into the industry they are in and the problem they are trying to solve, to see the size and the impact of that, right? So in case you are, let's say, e-commerce, I mean, it's a huge massive opportunity, and the businesses that came out of them are large, versus if somebody is in a business like us, whether it's on the education side, the size of the opportunity changes there, right? So it's very important to understand what is the problem that you're trying to solve, what impact will it have, right? And would you be okay with the scale of that opportunity? I think, of course, determination is the key piece for all entrepreneurs. It's very important them to keep pursuing their dreams and all the challenges that are thrown up in their way.
Fantastic. Sir, can you share a particularly memory, experience, or lessons learned during your time at Knimbus that has shaped your leadership style or approach to business?
Not more in terms of a single memory or something, but a big lesson that I have learned is a huge amount of progress can be made with incremental changes. So one should have the patience and realize that every single day you're making incremental progress. You innovating, you're solving a problem, and as you look back over this journey over a period of time, you see that you've come a very long way, be it in terms of your own personal evolution and the changes that you are making internally or personally, or it could be applicable to your business as well, right? So if you kind of work with determination and keep innovating in a small way every single day, you will see that over time you can make a significant difference and a significant impact. And that's the biggest lesson that I've learned.
So my next question to you is, how do you foster a culture of innovation and creativity within your organization, and what role do you believe company culture plays in driving business success?
People are everything. I think it's the most important thing for any organization are its people today, and that's kind of the human resource that an organization has. And for us, the folks that we have is very important. One of the key things for us is, of course, we want people to kind of innovate on their own and to learn to solve problems within that the organization faces or the department faces. So what we like to do is give them not micromanage people, right? Give them space to solve issues, give them time to do that, and recognize them for the value that they are creating, right? Our organization is pretty much remote. People work from anywhere and can work pretty much from home. So it's very important for us to use technology to bring these people together, right? And to be able to exchange ideas. So online meetings, getting together, even in person once in a while. So those are kind of the things that we do. We're also learning to evolve to this new way of working things, and to create this hybrid culture in a way, and become successful. But I think the key is really important to people, for people to learn the impact that the organization is having or their work is having outside, right? And to learn and to appreciate the work that they're doing. And that's kind of always been our endeavor. From the work that Nimbus does, providing access to knowledge is very important, and that can help solve, like I said, challenging problems, and maybe have a large impact on the globe. So we speak to people inside the company and explain to them the importance of what they're doing, to keep them kind of motivated, and to keep them working hard and constantly innovating to provide our customers the best experience and the best access to knowledge.
So I can say that employees in Nimbus are more excited about Monday.
uh, uh, for us, again, as people are working kind of remotely, we have people even working over the weekends and so on, especially when it comes to issues related to the customer and trying to ensure that we're solving issues with the customer, or there's a great feature that needs to be released quickly. We have people just working constantly. Of course, it's very important to have the work-life balance as well, and so not be burnt out with the work. So that's the reason I mentioned that we like people to be flexible and to know when they want to focus and put in the hard work that they're doing, and sometimes they do it over the weekends as well, or a Monday. So for us, it's more about working together and solving the problems that we are.
So can you discuss some of the initiatives or projects Nimbus is currently working on, and how do you see the company's growth over the next 5 to 10 years?
We are extremely excited about where we are. So over the last few years, I think what Nimbus has done very well is essentially made an impact institution by institution in building a kind of a digital library platform within the institution, and making content or knowledge easily accessible to users. Today, we are in over 500 institutions. We have well more than 1 million users on the platform, and that continues to grow. In terms of our evolution, we see ourselves, evolving more into a complete, comprehensive knowledge ecosystem and becoming the hub of knowledge, right? And this hub of knowledge, from a Nimbus perspective, we can do it in an institution, a network or a community, or even the nation for that matter. And if you look at the future of any organization, innovation and access to knowledge is key, and that's where Nimbus plays a critical role. There are new technologies like we talked about earlier around AI and Chat GPT and many other tools that have come up. I think in our ability to interact with them, to harness them, to provide the right kind of synthesis of knowledge and the right applicability of knowledge, so that the outcomes are much more faster and efficient for our users. I think that's kind of where our future lies, and we're very, very excited about the impact that it can have, especially in India, where I think the country is critical that R&D happens, innovation happens, entrepreneurship goes up, to keep the economy moving, keep people being employed. I think Nimbus has a great role to play there, and we're very excited about our future.
So finally, what message do you want to convey to the young entrepreneurs, industry professionals out there listening to us?
I think from an entrepreneurship perspective, we hear it from others also, is the best time to be an entrepreneur. There's so much innovation and change happening. There's so much disruption happening, and there's so many challenges to solve in the world today. From climate to pollution issues and technology and all of that. There's a lot of issues that we need to solve, and so therefore it's a great time to be an entrepreneur. I think the most important thing is to first understand and be self-aware and understand yourself very, very well, right? What motivates you, what moves you, where will you be able to do and perform your best. I think it's very, very important to realize that what makes you happy, those things, the self-awareness piece is the most important. Once you're aware of yourself and you know what your goals are, having an understanding of the work that you do, what kind of impact that will have, because you're going to spend a lot of energy, there'll be a lot of heartburn, there'll be a lot of challenges, right? So it's really important to understand that, when I set out to do this, will I be happy with the ultimate solution that I provide or the impact that it will have? And if all of that works out, you kind of find your ikigai, kind of just go for it, right? And determination is key driver for all of this.
So with this, we are at the end of our conversation. So firstly, thank you, Mr. Arora, for your time today and imparting the knowledge to our audience. We are very grateful for your presence, and you have inspired lots of people out there who are listening to us. So thank you so much.
Wish you the very best.
Also thanking all of you for tuning in. Hope you liked the conversation. So for more such videos, please do like, share, subscribe EduBridge. Till then, this is Yasmin Khan signing out. Thank you.